Hey yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna check out this album called Getting Killed by this band called Geese. This is a band that I've been wanting to check out for a while. You know, I've only heard of them this year, but this album has apparently been going crazy. You know what I mean? A lot of people have been telling me about, Geese, and I need to check out this project. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. But before we jump into that, let me just, I want to look up, a little bit of background about this band. So they're an American rock band formed in 2016 in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, shout out to them. They're from, New York, the hometown. The band currently consists of Cameron Winter. Why does that name sound so familiar? But he's on the vocals, keyboards, and guitar. Emily Green on the guitar. Dominic DeGesu on the bass, and Max Basson on the drums. During the live performances, the band is joined by keyboardist Sam Revaz. And then they had a former member, Foster Hudson, which I want to say is probably not on this new album. I know they have 2 prior albums before this, so he may have been on, those albums. Listen, I'm willing to check out, pretty much anything as long as it's, dope. You guys already know this channel. I've covered, everything from alternative to hip hop to electronic to some rock. So I'm excited to check this out. So the album's called Getting Killed. There's a guy with a gun and a trumpet, or a lady with a gun and a trumpet on the cover. That's very interesting. It's about 45 minutes. I'm looking at the production credits. Everything says Geese and Kenneth Bloom. We got Kenny Beats on a Geese album. I didn't know he was, he contributed to this album. Okay, that's pretty cool. Kenny Beats, he goes by Kenneth Bloom now. I know he recently wanted to start using his government name, as his stage name, which is, I think anybody should be fine with. A lot of people would take that as Kenny Beats. You use the hip hop culture and then got out of it. From what I, know about Kenny Beats through his music and just him personally. I don't know him personally, but just watching him do Twitch and like whatever he does, I don't think Kenny Beats is, like that, what I'm saying? So I'll probably still call him Kenny Beats because it's just, I'm just so used to it. And he's been getting into his, alternative bag a little lately. I know he did some stuff with, I think, the Idols, what I'm saying? And he has some other, alternative, tracks and stuff, floating out there. So, he's a very versatile artist, and so shout out to Kenny Beats, aka Kenneth Bloom. This should be very interesting knowing that, Kenny is on here. So let's get right into this. So we got track number 1, Trinidad. Okay, a little experimental, I like it.
When I went down, I used my eyes. They stood me in
Okay. Okay, off rip, I already know I'm gonna like this. I love how semi-experimental, it is. Love the time signature of that first track. The drums are crazy, the panning, insane. The vocals kind of reminded me a little bit of Damon Albarn, some classic old school Gorillaz, you know what I'm saying? Like the self-titled album, you know what I mean? Where it was very trip hoppy in a way. I love the vocals on here. I love how disorientating it was. Also love the jazziness to it. Love the horns on top of everything. This is gonna be fun. Way to kick off an album too. All right, track number 2, Cobra.
Let me dance away forever, baby. Let me dance away forever and ever, yeah, baby. Let me dance away. Let me dance away forever, baby. You should be ashamed. Should be shame's only daughter. Whatever he's got in his hand, you can get it on your own. You'll see. Your feet forever, baby. You can stay at my house forever and ever, baby. Let me dance away. Let me dance away forever, baby. You should be ashamed. You should be shame's only daughter. Whatever he's got in his hand, you can get it on your own. You can get it on your own. You can get it on your own. And you can make the cobras dance, but not me.
Love it. Woo. I'm a big fan of these drums on this album. I just love, the hi-hat and the cymbal and just how, clean everything sounds. I wonder what Kenny Beats, did on production, because I obviously this is a full band here. And I know Kenny Beats, he pretty much plays everything. I've seen him play the drums, the keys, when producing music, So I wonder what Kenny Beats, kind of contributed to this album. I know he obviously is great at sequencing and, providing that A&R feel to an album, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm sure he's playing a multitude of instruments on here as well. I already know the song's gonna be very catchy for me. I love the direction this album was going so far. This is pretty cool. All right, we got track number 3, Husbands. All right. Hold on. I'm sorry. This is probably a really bad comparison. Totally different genre. This sounds like one of my favorite Doechii songs, Catfish. Real quick. Catfish. This is Catfish. But anything with a hard bass and a hard drums, I'm hooked off rip. This is already my lane. We gonna start that over. Oof, these drums are crazy.
I'll repeat what I say, but I'll never explain. So you don't have to waste your time. You don't
This might be my favorite one.
have to waste your time. Hiking up 100 hills. You don't have to, but I will. Well, it was your hair clean when your husband's all died. Well, you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what I mean.
Love the vocals. Hard. This is hard. You just hear that little tambourine. And the congos, the bongos, whatever. It's a groove.
There's a horse on my back, and I may be stomped flat, but my loneliness is gone. Oh, my loneliness is gone. There's a horse on my back, gives me all that I need. Well, it wash your hair clean.
This is hard.
Your husband's all died. Well, you know what I mean. Well, you know what I mean.
Oh my jeez.
And if my loneliness should stay,
Wow.
well, some are holiest that way. Well, that wash your hair clean when your husband's all died. Well, you know what I mean. 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 Well, you know what I mean.
Wow. I've been sleeping on Geese, my bad. I am already hooked to this band. And on top of that, I love that these dudes are from, New York City. I just love when, bands that I love are from, where I'm from. But yeah, I've been sleeping on this band. That is my favorite track so far. One thing I love about each track that I've heard is there's always some sort of build up, to the end. And I love how the vocals just seem very like they're free. He's freestyling. I want to say it's Cameron on vocals, right? That he's just like freestyling, and it's just like all feeling, and it's just like all you're just letting it out, kind of in a way. And then I love the vocal layering as well, and how everything feels like they're just in the studio together, just thinking of stuff and just throwing it at a wall and just, letting it stick. You know what I'm saying? This is very cool so far. We're only 3 tracks in, so I'm excited to actually hear the rest. All right, we got the self-titled track at track number 4, Getting Killed. The drums. Like I said, I love the vocal performance, so far all over this thing by Cameron Winters. He has such a very unique, weird, peculiar voice, you know what I mean? And I love, bands like that, you know what I mean? Like I love King Cruel. I love, just bands who have where the lead singer has a voice that's just not too common, you know what I mean? It just makes everything sound so much better. It just gives an identity to the band, you know what I'm saying? Another amazing track, like I said, the drums are incredible all over this thing, as well as all the other instruments, but these drums, you know what I'm saying? I love, I played the drums growing up, so, I just have an attachment to, just percussion. And these drums are just, it's scratching an itch for me. All right, we got track number 5, Islands of Men.
You look green, like of mine. You can't keep womankind in your dreams. You can't keep running away from what is real and what is fake. You can't keep running away from what is real. You look weak. You have seen islands of men sinking low as you speak. I'm not surprised. Will you stop running away from what is real and what is fake? Will you stop running away from what is real and what is fake? Oh, will you stop running away from what is real? Will you stop running away? Will you stop running away? Will you stop running away?
Let's go. Not gonna lie, this is so fun to listen to because you never know what you're gonna get each track. The sound is very cohesive, but just you never know vocally, instrumentally, how the track is gonna go, how each build-up is gonna go. I can see why this is a top album this year for sure. All right, track number 6, 100 Horses. Let's go. Alright, we got track number 7, Half Real.
Front of my mind too. I've got half a mind. I've got half a mind. I've got half a mind to just pay for the lobotomy and tell them get rid of the bad times and get rid of the good times too. I've got no more thinking.
Alright, we got track number 8, All Pays Through Cocaine.
You can stay with me, baby. You can stay with me and nobody would care. You can stay with me. You can stay with me and just pretend I'm not there, like a sailor in a big green boat, like a sailor in a big green coat. You can be free, you can be free and still come home. It's alright, I'm alright.
right, we got track number 9, Bow Down. Okay.
I was a sailor. I was a sailor, and now I'm a boat. I was a car. I was a car, and now I'm the road. And I was kneeling on the turnpike with an angel down my throat. She said, "You don't know what it's like to bow down, down, down to Maria's dead bones."
All right, what y'all about to do? This band is so talented. Going into this, I had no idea what this would sound like, but there's just so many, different elements about this record that's just more than rock. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of jazzy influence. You got a lot of bluesy influence. I love everything about this record. You know what I'm saying? I've been sleeping on Geese. Have they always been this poppin'? All right, we got track number 10, Taxes. not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad that this, album is almost over. You know what I mean? But, the good thing about that is I could run this straight through without any interruptions. I can hear whatever transitions, they may have. So I'm excited for that. What an incredible song, by the way. Taxes, I think that was one of the singles. I love, how midway through the track, it just opened up with a lot of instrumentation. You know what I mean? They've done that a lot, throughout this record, which, I find really cool because it just makes it unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? And we got the last track of the album, which is also the longest track of the album. Track number 11, Long Island City, Here I Come. Hey, look, shout out to you if you live in Long Island City. The rent over there is astronomical.
Nobody knows where they're going. Nobody knows where they're going except me. I told poor Joan, you've been talking to you know who. And if you can talk to him, you can talk to me too. And Joan, forget he's met you before. Oh, Charles, tell me about the end. You were there the day the music died, and I'll be there the day it dies again. He said a masterpiece belongs to the dead. Under your bed, and there's footage that'll prove us both wrong. Here I come, 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 here I come,
the way it just cut off like that at the end, oh my goodness. These niggas is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of albums that I need to get to, even from last year. Like, I still gotta listen to that Jordy Greep record, the new sound, that's been on my list. I just have a lot of things that I know that are really cool that I need to get to. It's just, time. I need the time. But I will tell you, I am so glad I made time for this record, especially before the end of the year. I was sleeping on Geese. I don't know if their, previous projects are this good. Y'all let me know, but jeez, Getting Killed is a top album of the year. I can see why people are in love with this record. I'm in love with this record, on first listen. I cannot wait to listen to this again. Every single band member, I'm gonna shout them out again. Dominic DeGuessu, Max Basin, Emily Green, and good Lord Cameron Winter, my bad. Vocals, Cameron Winter. Shout out to you, man. Every single, vocal performance was incredible. One thing I love about the vocal performance on here from Cameron is you can hear the passion, you can feel the passion, you can feel the music, you know what I'm saying? Everything, every note, every, strain of the voice, every, long held note, the agony, everything about, his vocal performance on here, you can feel it, and you can, it makes the record so much better. You know what I'm saying? Like, his vocals are very peculiar, is very, out there and weird, but, that's what makes Geese, you know what I'm saying? And then as well as the instrumentation. I love the percussion on here, and I love the layered percussion, the tambourines, the bongos, all the, just the drums in general, and then the guitars, and then the horns, and the bass lines, you know what I mean? Everything sounded, so cohesive. Everything sounded, it sounded more than rock. It's very alternative, very, jazzy. You know what I'm saying? Very, very bluesy. I can hear a little opera in there at points. Shout out to Kenny Beats, Kenneth Bloom. You know what I mean? Kenny has an amazing ear. I know we all know that. You know what I'm saying? From hip hop to his alternative stuff that he does, he has an amazing ear. Even from his own record. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't listened to his own album, his beat tape, just definitely go check that out. That last song on his beat tape is something that, sounds like a lot of these tracks where it's just a lot of build up and a lot of, noises and, things happening all at once. You know what I'm saying? So I can hear the Kenny Beats or the Kenneth Bloom influence on this record. You know what I'm saying? The mixing and the engineering, the mastering was, masterful on here. I don't know if Alex Toomey did it. I know Kenny works with Alex Toomey a lot. I'm not sure if he, engineered or mixed or mastered this record, but whoever did it, shout out to you. Everything was leveled and everything was perfect when it comes to the panning and just everything. You know what I mean? Definitely one of my favorite records of the year off first listen. Shout out to these guys from the hometown, New York City. I'm a fan now. I got to check out your other stuff, and I definitely will. And I know you guys already, I think they already went on tour. I remember they were in town, but I was not going to go check them out without first reacting to this album. I want a fresh, blind, listen. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. I wanted to hear this fresh without, having any, spoilers. And then one last note, that album cover, knowing what this music sounds like makes this record so much more hard. Let me tell you, just the background with the sunlight beaming in the sky with the horn and the gun pointing at you niggas. Like, come on. It can't get any better than that. Shout out to Geese. I don't know if Kenny's part of the band now, but shout out to Kenny as well. But hey guys, if you made it this far, thank you guys for watching the video. I love all the support. I see all the comments. I can't get to everything. I will respond to every comment. I will get to it. But thank you guys for supporting the channel. And if you did enjoy it, and if you're new here, remember to subscribe, like, let me know what your favorite track was, what your favorite, produced track was, your favorite vocal performance. I want to know. I read everything. So, let me know, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.